Sounds real? Sounds real?
Sounds real?
Sounds real.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Jack.
And on today's show, we're going to be reviewing Contortion.
With their contorted metal.
They came back.
Yes.
Came back to El Paso. Awesome. And we had the pleasure of seeing them again.
Yes. We had the
but
pleasure
before
of,
we get into that, there was some...
I was going to say interviewing them.
Oh, yeah. We did do an awesome interview,
Yeah.
second part. And I liked that interview. It was a really good, interesting interview.
Yeah, it was very cool.
We'll post that as well.
Very cool cats.
But to start the show was Among the Living.
Among the Living.
So...
yeah, wow. What do you think about Among the Living?
Oh man, I was impressed again.
Yes,
but
this time way better.
Yes, way better. No offense to Cathedral High School.
That's where we saw them. Yeah,
you know, when we first saw them there, I was like, wow, these are pretty good.
They're good, but the sound was just muffled, and there was like they had a lot of sound issues, you know, because of the stage that they were playing, and it's not meant for rock and roll. It was meant for plays and stuff. So,
yeah.
So there was a lot of acoustics were terrible. I'll be honest with you, and but we heard their talent. You know, you could hear it. It was like it's there. It's like, and then you put them on a stage like the Rockhouse, and whoo, yeah, they came alive. The Among the Living, they became Among the Living.
Yeah, Among the Living. It was.
Yeah. No, they're awesome. Awesome band. They did some covers. They did some covers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They did some really good covers.
They did them in their own.
Rage.
They did them in their own style, so I kind of like that. We've talked about Among the Living before, and we've actually done a review of their CD. So check it out.
Yeah, we did an interview too with them.
Yeah, we did an interview, and so they're awesome.
Really good band. I really like their sound, but I really like their original stuff.
Oh yeah, of course.
The original music is just, man, it's heavy, and they just have these awesome little breakdowns and just like mesh of metalcore and thrash and metal, and it's just thrown out there. And
yeah, they're really cool.
Waking the Dead.
So
it was a really good show. And then Death Gravity.
Death Gravity. I'm sorry.
That's right.
I'm in my metal
What's
mode.
your take on Death Gravity?
I like their image. At least here it comes out there with that face mask or the Death Gravity mask, I guess. I don't know what it is. But they're a thrash band. I dug them. Very cool band. Kind of. I don't know. I can hear kind of that old school thrash that goes on in there. And yeah, they did a good show. They rocked it down. They set the stage for the Contortion band. They have a heavier. They're on the heavier side of thrash. I would say, like or even speed metal, maybe more thrash, right?
Yeah, definitely more on the heavier side,
but heavier side of thrash. So yeah, totally dig those cats. We should be seeing them hopefully soon again.
Yeah, they're playing. I think
I forgot what gig.
I believe it's the Cryptic Writings tribute band for Megadeth.
Oh, that's a good lineup then.
So I think
so check those cats out.
And Court Fire is going to be on there.
Oh yeah, that does sound like a good show.
Yeah, I haven't seen Hell's Lane. I think they're playing there too as well.
We haven't seen them, have we?
No. But anyway, that's going to be a good show too as well. And I definitely like the opener from Death Gravity. I don't know what the name of the song was, but that was a really, really good song.
Yeah.
Started off the set nice. And so, you know, moving forward though, it's Contortion.
With their contorted metal.
So I know these guys were on a streak. So they were a little bit tired that night.
Yeah, they were, but you know, you couldn't tell when they performed live.
Oh no.
You know,
these guys just came, you know, with guns blazing. And they just did an awesome, amazing set, like always.
They did. I wish it was a little bit longer. That was my critique.
I understand.
I understand as well. But other than that, you know, the songs that they played that night were awesome. I mean, we dig these guys. We've I think we did our review of the CD as well.
That's right, album review. Check it out.
So yeah, you got to check out these guys. I think they may be coming back That's what they said. So you got to see them. You got to see them.
Yes, you got to see these guys.
They're gonna blow up, and then you're gonna be paying a lot of money to see them, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh, they're only playing in Phoenix." I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know, but they are. I think they're on a rise to fame.
Yeah, I think they're very underrated,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they just need the right exposure because these guys are really talented musicians. I love the craftiness of the songs, just the way they put everything together. You know, from the verses, choruses, the bridge, everything just flows.
It's good songwriting.
And every song stands out though. That's what's awesome about Contortion is you don't hear a song is like kind of similar to the other one.
And they're very melodic. There's passages that are very melodic, and they can be very brutal as well. So,
yes, that's what I like.
Yeah, it's not just one thing, one flavor. It's and like it says, contorted metal. So you get these passages where it's very melodic, and then just gets really brutal, and then it just or thrashy even, or genty. That word gent, but I don't like using it. Yeah, I refuse to use the word gent. But I just did. I just did. Okay. So yeah.
But yeah, no, it was an awesome show. I had a really good time. Can't wait to see these guys again. Hopefully soon.
Yeah. So
we'll be there. Next year soon. But anyway, yeah, it's if you ever had the chance to see Contortion, don't miss out. They're a really good band, especially if you're into that hybrid of metal and thrash.
I think a lot of people are sleeping on this band. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And then they're going to be like, "Oh, I saw them when they first came." No, you didn't. So, yeah,
because we were there.
We were there. We were there.
Yeah, and hopefully they're still working on their album, Evolve. I don't know if that's what they're going to call it, but that was the single.
Yeah,
and
I'm
can't
really
wait to hear the new songs.
I'm really looking forward to
that. And they graced us with a new song at the end.
Yeah, very very cool song.
I did take the whole video.
Good. Yes.
I hardly ever do that.
So we'll be bootlegging that.
Oh, really good song. And I'm just excited to hear what they're going to come up with. On this next album. So
I totally love Contortion. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Don't sleep on it, guys. That's what I'm just saying. Don't sleep on this band.
Don't evolve and turn into something like a metalhead.
Yep.
And thumbs up. Thumbs up for that show. That was a really good show.
We had a lot of fun that night.
Yeah, really good turnout. So, sounds real?
Sounds real.
Sounds real?
Sounds real.
Sounds real.
I'm Jason. We're here at the Rockhouse, and we're back with Contortion. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to be back. We really like this venue. We like the city, and we might have some good news for you in the very near future about this very venue and about our next return. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
It could be a big fucking deal, but you guys will definitely know about it.
Awesome. I'm excited about that. I've seen you. I follow you guys. You guys have been on the road like nonstop. That is crazy.
Yeah.
How is it going so far?
It's been fair. It's been, this is kind of a short tour for us, in comparison to the last one that we did when we came through here. So this one's only, what is it, like 9 days, 10 days?
9 dates.
9 dates within a 10-day period. Just up and around through the coast. So we did, Northern California, down through Nevada, Arizona, and now we're here. And then tomorrow we head back towards Southern California. Okay. So just a quick little West Coast run. By the end of next month, we're doing probably about the same amount of time in the UK and Malta as well.
Oh, you guys are going to UK overseas, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this will be our second trip over there. We went back in, April of 2022.
Is it a fest? Did you guys
no festivals. This one's just like making connections, and the last tour we did out there was a bit of a mixed bag. Our first run, our first attempt, our first try, but we made so many good friends and connections and fans that we're super confident this next one's going to go extremely better.
That's awesome. So I gotta know. Mm-hmm. I was looking at your feeds, and you guys blew out the speakers where in
I let him tell the story because it was mostly his fault. Well, at least 50% your fault. So
I won't take the blame for that. No, okay. So this was in Reno.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, we were in Reno, and I usually go direct. I usually on the last few tours, I haven't been bringing my amplifier on stage. I go through a direct box, and that makes it so much easier for a bass player that has to haul around, hundreds of pounds of gear and shit every time. So anyway, a lot of sound guys totally understand how to work that system. Just one XLR plug in the back of the box, and you're good to go. Other sound men, it seems like you're speaking weird another language, like you're speaking freaking Martian to them. So anyways, I think this was a case where the sound man was probably high on substances I won't necessarily say on this interview, but you might guess because his eyes were about as big as saucers. And yeah, he was running around the place like a chicken with his head cut off. And we were just playing our set, and it's like 4 or 5 times throughout the set, multiple different instruments would be cutting out at multiple different times, mostly my bass and
the samples.
Yeah, all the most important things, the bass.
The most important
instrument, the bass, of course. And I guess we blew his shit. We blew his speakers.
We blew the breakers.
The breakers. We didn't blow the speakers. We blew the breakers.
breakers.
Yes.
Too much power.
Too much power. So
Contortion
in short,
power.
just bring the thunder, man. And if you're not breaking breakers, then what the fuck are you breaking? You know what I mean?
Why are you even playing a show?
Why are you even playing a show? Break it.
So were you guys able to finish your set?
Yeah, we did finish the set. We had them
We had to take a break.
I saw that.
Break with the
Cool
breakers.
down. I don't know if that's how that breakers work. I'm not an electrician, but I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. I think he just turned it down a little bit. We had some drinks. They gave us free shots
Yeah, I
while we
saw
waited,
that.
and
That was
then
cool.
whatever went back on stage, killed it. For the remainder of the set. Hilariously, actually, the night before when we were playing a festival in Carson City. We're on stage and we're only like halfway through the set. Like the song that signals the halfway point. Like after this, we change tunings and style and everything.
Yeah.
And this song is kicking off. And I look over and the sound lady's like, 7 minutes. I was like, 7 minutes? Like, we're not even getting through this song in 7 minutes. Like, you're out of your mind. And so I'm like, I look at the rest of the band and like the drummer's like, I don't know what to do. Like, just because of the intro, we drag out the intro and have fun with it. So I turn around and like during the intro, I'm like, I was just told we have 7 fucking minutes. And everyone was all, what? I was like, but we have 4 more songs. They were like, fuck yeah. I was like, should we do like at least 2 of them? And they were like, no, do all 4.
The people have spoken.
The people have spoken. We were the co-headliners, right? So it was like 2 stages, and we were the second to last band. They wanted us to headline, but I was like, no, we're not from Carson, man. Like, let us be like the co-headliners or whatever. And so like, cool. And so like they ran it upstairs, so to speak. Corporate got back to us before the end of the song, and they were like, we got you cleared for 2 more songs. I'm like, of course you fucking did. Like, I fucking cut out my set at the end of this song. Get fucked.
Yeah,
like, come on, man. Like, we at least gotta fluidly move through some shit, man. Don't worry about it. So it worked out really well, though, in Carson City. We love that whole area. It's kind of Carson City, Reno is like an island unto itself, surrounded by mountains and then fucking nothing.
Yeah.
So it's a cool scene. It's really interesting people. A lot of fun. It's always a big party
Who was
there.
the headliner that night?
What the hell was that band's name? They were the festival itself was like a group of or a very diverse day. There were like hip hop artists, and there were like metal bands and rock bands, and then the headliner was actually like a reggae band.
Oh,
So very much like Sublime meets I don't know, I would say some kind of like acid rock influences. So
I've seen that a
it was
lot.
trippy.
These type of festivals now.
It was a good vibe.
Different
Yeah, it was a
genres
good
and stuff.
vibe.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, some of the hip hop artists were very skilled, man. I was like, this is pretty good.
That's
We
awesome.
had a great
That's
time
awesome.
because it was so diverse. There's so many different acts, something for everybody, and there was families. So
Yeah.
that's the cool part.
Oh, best part about the night, though. Yeah, you think what I was thinking? Because there were so many families, we got a fucking kid mosh pit going. Did you see that story that we posted?
No, I haven't seen that
Yeah,
one.
we got a bunch of kids to mosh to our fucking set. It was fucking awesome.
We specifically asked only the kids to come
And mosh pit, and they
in a kind
fucking.
way,
Yeah.
There was one little boy, couldn't have been more than like 9-10 years old, just like I saw him like warming up, doing the fucking lawnmower and shit. I was like, this kid's been literally waiting his whole life for this fucking moment. 9 years, and like your day has come, kid.
Yeah,
Like,
unleashed him onto the world.
I like picking up change personally.
yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome though. It was a great time, and the kids, we know they enjoyed it, because a lot of the older ones around like 11, 12, 13, whatever, came up and like, oh my gosh, you guys are so much fun. It was a great time. We were just like high-fiving them. We're like, excellent. You're gonna be our diehard fans in like 3 years.
That's awesome.
Carry the torch.
Well, I'm excited to see you guys play again.
Thank you, man.
I caught
Thank
you
you.
guys earlier in the year.
Yeah.
And damn, that was an awesome set.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Awesome. And so, like I asked most of the bands now, that come through, what's on your listening table right now?
Honestly, I have been obsessed with I kind of went back into some shit. It's not metal like at all. I do listen to metal, of course, like from time to time. Usually it ends up being like gent or whatever is kind of like in the metalcore scene, trying to still feel out some of that. I heard that fucking Dying Fetus just came out with a new album, so I might check that out. Nice. But honestly, for me, I've been listening to a lot of this band, this artist called Spangle. It's literally like music you're supposed to do drugs to. But it's extremely talented. It's next level.
Spangle?
Like Spangle. It's like EDM, but on a whole new level of like world building, and it's fucking madness.
Wow.
It's if you're not into like really deep, interesting, and like eclectic music, it's probably not going to be for you.
Oh, no,
but
I like that.
and you guys might fucking dig it, man. Text me if you listen to it, or you can fucking hit me up and I'll show you my Spotify playlist of their shit. It's like the best stuff.
Right.
What about you? What are you gonna do?
I've been checking out this one band, literally called Fart Barf.
Fart
Barf. And dude,
I think grindcore.
John.
No, not at all. No, they're actually like a funky synth rock band. It's two synth players and like a funky drummer, and they wear these like masks, like these, like they look like kind of like ape creatures.
Okay.
Check them out, Fart Barf.
Fart Barf.
So is it like the Floozies? Do you know who they are?
No.
Okay.
But I know a lot of floozies. I know a lot of floozies.
The floozies are kind of like that too. They're like real funky, but like weird, like DJ mix kind of stuff.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna
So
check
it
these
sounds
bands
like
out.
nice. I'll check them both out. Yeah.
And okay, so I'm curious. Okay, Halloween's coming up. Any recommendations for cheesy movies that we can review or watch?
Ooh, cheesy movies. Well, okay, I think we were rapping about Peter Jackson shit, like off the fucking yeah. So if you still have yet to check out Dead Alive or Bad Taste, those are dude, Bad Taste is
I love both of those.
That taste is
the best, man. Yeah, if you guys haven't done a review of it and you're gonna do a review or like talk about it while it's playing or something, that fucking movie, oh my god. And like, here's what's weird about that film, particularly for me, is like I already knew snippets and like sound bites from it because I was really big into a band called Blood Duster. They're an Australian grindcore band. And they, in their first couple albums, they would use a lot of samples and snippets from movies, like in between the songs and shit. And a bunch of them were from that film. And I think like one or two even from Dead Alive. And I remember I was at a buddy of mine's house, and we're just bullshitting while the TV's going, and I hear the like a thing that I know, like one of the little bits, and I was like, oh my god, what the fuck is this? And the guy's like, oh, this is Peter Jackson's early work, blah blah blah. And I was like, can we rewind it and start it from the beginning? He's like, of course. And so it was the first time I've been listening to Blood Duster by that point for like 5 years, and then finally I come across the movie, and I was like, this is the wildest shit I've ever seen in my life. Of course this band would watch this shit and love it. What about you? What kind of weird ass shit you got?
I can recommend a movie called Mandy. Mandy is Nicolas Cage in his like most deranged and bizarre,
I like that one. That's
psycho
awesome.
revenge killer kind of shit. All I'll say is he goes to try to save his beloved girlfriend from this gang of acid addicted mutant bikers that's led by a cult.
That sounds familiar.
That's all I'm gonna say about that. And it is like a psychedelic nightmare of like bizarrity. You know what I mean? That's all I gotta say about that.
Some good
You
picks.
just reminded me. There was one that I saw recently. It was on Amazon Prime. I'll have to look it up, but it's about a guy who goes to a party. You remember what's this fucking kid? He's in Dodgeball. He's also in Idiocracy. He's the doctor in Idiocracy.
Oh yeah, I know
that kid. You know what I'm talking about?
I know,
You shit's fucked up and you talk like a fag. Yeah. So that guy, he's the main character in the thing, and he goes to this party, and they give him this like crazy unheard of, unique drug, and he literally like time travels and shit. But like, it's fucking weird, man. I'll see if I can find it because it blew my fucking mind. I was like, this movie is out of control. It's not like Halloween themed of any kind. It's not like bloody or whatever, but it is a fucking weird ass film.
Definitely message me that.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find it. I'll see if I can remember what the hell it's called.
Well, it's some good picks, guys.
Yeah.
Mandy, from Fart Barf to
Spongle.
and Bad Taste, Dead Alive. Some good choices, and some of my personal favorites actually. I like all those movies.
Fuck yeah, man.
So definitely stoked to see you guys play again. I'm glad we got the opportunity to do another interview with you guys.
Yeah, so are we.
It's interesting, man. So
we were just listening to your guys' podcast on the way out here.
Thank you, I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And like always, sounds real.
Sounds real.
Sounds real.
Thank you. We're out.